What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back with yet another video on my grandparents and then my uncle's house here in Terre Haute, Indiana. In the last video, we left off trying to figure out what we were going to do with this place. And, well, I've got some things to show you in this video. There's some good things in this video, and there's some not so good. Currently, though, in front of me, we have a little squirrel that's just... he's having the time of his life down there. Let's see if we can zoom in before he runs off on me. There he is. He's pretty friendly. He won't stick around and let me feed him out of my hand or anything, but what's up, little guy? Oh, he's shaking his tail at me. I think he wants to fight. Is that what it is? You want to fight? You want to fight? He'll actually let me get pretty close to him. We feed the squirrels out here. It's all right. Don't run off. Well, there he goes. Okay. Oh, yeah. You're real dangerous, let me tell you. Well, anyway, let's come out here and let's talk about some things, because I made some really tough decisions, and at the time that I made them, I thought they were great decisions. And now I found out, you know, this is how old houses go. This is my first time really getting into an old house. This is not something I think I'd want to do professionally. Like, I don't feel like I'm very good at it. I got this house from the state for practically free because it belonged to my uncle. It was my family's house. And even though they made me pay for it, I did hire a firm in Indianapolis to help me kind of navigate the system and get almost all of my money back that I paid for this house. So I ended up buying this when my uncle was really sick. I thought, I was pretty naive actually, I thought that he was going to come home. He was in renal failure. He required blood transfusions, I think, twice a week. He had severe dementia. He had so many health problems, but you know, I held out hope. He finally got to the point where he refused to go to his transfusions, and they told me, you know, he is going to die. And I just couldn't believe it, because it seemed like his health was getting better. His memory was getting better. He became more lucid. He became more like him again. And I found out later, you know, after he passed away, that this is very normal. People with dementia, they will get better. They will start acting normal, and then eventually they do pass, and that is what happened. So I ended up with this house that means so much to me, but I had no idea the true condition of this place. Well, hi, kitty. We got kittens back here, huh? Hi, little one. Oh, you're gonna run under the house? Hey. I took the house, and the goal was, I was hoping maybe he'd come home, but that obviously never happened. So now the house is mine, and I come up here because this is like a vacation for me. I come up here and it makes me feel closer to my grandparents. It makes me feel closer to my uncle again. But unfortunately, it didn't take very long before I realized that this house needed a lot of work. I've been told on multiple occasions that I got ripped off on the roof. I honestly don't know, but I can tell you that I paid somewhere between $20,000 and $24,000 for the roof. The windows were falling out of their frames, and I ended up paying like another $8,000 for all new windows in this house as well. And I thought, all right, we're good to go, right? We're golden. House shouldn't need anything else. Where I know the siding is bad, the back porch was falling off of. You saw that previous video, but you know, I thought we were golden, at least for a while. That was absolutely not the case, because we've been having nothing but problems ever since. The hot water heater gave out. I ended up replacing that myself. That was like $600, not a big deal. But then I went to put insurance on the property to protect myself and to protect other people, and I found out pretty quickly that this house was uninsurable. The primary reason for this house being uninsurable was the back porch. Well, I'll take you guys over here. You can see in 2 days, I hired a contractor out here, and in 2 days he ripped out the porch, all of the beams, reframed this outer piece here, reframed all of this. We've got pressure treated, I think that's what it's called, pressure treated or weather treated wood. This thing is going to last a long time. It needs to be stained, but he said you can't stain this because this stuff has to like gas out, air out, has to dry properly, and that could take a few months. So here's the old porch. That was the first thing that the insurance company complained about, is the back porch is dangerous. We cannot insure this house. Okay, fine. Back porch is replaced. Don't worry, we're replacing all of that up there too. Well, the insurance company came back with yet another problem, and that was the siding. I'll be honest with you, I don't really understand why the siding is that big of a deal for insurance purposes, but the insurance company said, nope, you've got to re-side the house now. Okay, great, now we need new siding. The insurance company also said your soffit and fascia board need to be replaced around the whole house. Well, there's no fascia board out here, so it needs to have that apparently. So that all needs to be done. New fascia, new soffit, all the way around the house. Perfect. Well, that's not all. We also found out recently that this setup right here is not legal. I don't know, man. I don't know about this stuff, but here's the old wiring that used to go to the house, and it's kind of got like cloth. It's almost like a material, like you make clothing out of or something. This used to run into the house. Well, now it's this. The electric in this house has been completely renovated. It's been modernized, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 years ago. But this is not okay. This, if you're gonna run it on the outside, which you're really not supposed to, it's supposed to go inside the house, but if you run it outside, it needs to be going through conduit. So that needs to be redone. And also, there's no conduit here. It's literally, and the riser, that's not even legit, man. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's not, you can't do that. All of this is wrong. All of this, everything, all the way into the panel is no good. So, next electrician had to come out. The electrician told me that $2,800 is what it's gonna cost me to do all of this right, proper riser, have the house disconnected from the utility company. There's a train, so we'll come back when he's gone. Anyway, $2,800. He said if I wanted to stick with the 100 amp service that's currently in the house, it'd be $2,100. But he highly recommended we upgrade to a 200 amp service, and it's like $700 more. So I opted to go that route. So there's another $2,800 going into this. And the reason I decided to go with 200 amp is because the heat and air conditioning in this, do you see where this is going? Do you see how the ball just, it's like a crap ball rolling downhill. It just gets bigger and bigger. This AC unit is super old. The heater in the basement also super old. And honestly, they're on their last legs. So, might as well get rid of this old gas stuff and convert the house to total electric. And that's the plan. If you take a look, we have a vent that runs out the roof right here. That is for the water heater. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is a really interesting setup because that vent runs in the kitchen, okay? There's the basement, and this vent runs inside the house, and it is bolted to the wall with boards, and the vent runs from the basement through the kitchen and out the roof. If we go with an electric water heater on a 200 amp service, we can delete that, and it gives us some more space, not to mention it looks a little better on the interior, because remember, the interior needs a total rehab too. We haven't even started on the interior yet. So siding is coming, soffit and fascia board's coming, redoing this is coming. This back room here, they're going to be working on it and getting that straightened out and cleaned up as well. But then we found another problem today, yet another one. If you come over here, what you're going to find is an old well. I had no idea exactly what these were. I assumed they were wells. I had no real idea. We opened this up today, and what we found is, I don't know, it's probably about, I'd say about 6 feet, maybe 8 feet side to side. Oh, hi kitty, you're back again. 6 to 8 feet in diameter. All right, and it goes 10 feet down. This is obviously dangerous. Look how this rocks. This is not good. We can't have this here. So this has to be demolished, collapsed, and then we have to backfill with dirt. That's not all though, because as it turns out, we have 2 wells on this property. And here's the other one. This well is 14 feet deep by about 4 feet wide. And if you step on it, this whole thing, well, now it's not doing it, but there it goes. This whole thing is ready to just fall in. If you were to drive a car accidentally, anything on top of this thing could collapse and you'd be going 14 feet down. So this has to be collapsed and backfilled. So we're looking at ordering a dump truck full of dirt, somewhere around 20 tons of dirt, collapsing both of these and backfilling them. So there's yet another issue. This next thing is, believe it or not, something else the insurance company complained about. That was my picket fence. You know, everybody wants a house with a white picket fence, right? Well, my uncle built this many years ago, and he tried. He tried. And it's lasted a lot of years. So props to my uncle for getting out there and doing this himself. Well, hey there, little guy. Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna bother you. Let's see if we can... You're really just gonna sit there? You're eating those peanuts I got for you, huh? My uncle loved the squirrels. All right, I'm not gonna bother you. Hey, I'm not gonna bother you. Come here, see, close. They're so close to letting you touch them, but not close enough. So this fence is in pretty severe disrepair. As you can see, the posts are rotting out and they're just really bad. So the insurance company will not insure this house because of the picket fence. So the fence has got to go. Okay, well, I figure since we're putting up a new fence, and I'm not sure how high this is, but we're going with 4-foot. Fence should be similar to this. I think it's dog-eared. We're going to do it right. It's going to be built individually, piece by piece, post by post, picket by picket, the right way, not bought as a set of panels already, you know, put together out here. What we're going to do is we're going to extend this fence all the way down. Okay, the fence is going to come down to the edge of the house so it matches. It'll look really nice. And then from here all the way back to the end of the yard, I mean all the way back to the alley back there, we're going to have 4-foot chain link. We're going to put a single gate over there. We're going to put a double gate over here so you can easily get a car or whatever in and out and close the gates behind you. So there's going to be a chain link fence running all the way down, all the way over here. Okay, but that's not all, because the insurance company has another problem with the house, another reason that they won't insure it. So let's move over to that. And that's going to be the front porch. They don't like the front porch either. They say the front porch, the paint's peeling. Okay, so apparently everything has to get painted too, on top of the siding and on top of the fence and on top of the wells and on top of the back porch. The front porch needs... Where are you going, dude? What are you doing, man? Oh, you've done this before. It's not his first rodeo. I tried to save these. These are beautiful old pillars. I think they're original to the house. I really do. But as you can see, they are... Well, there's nothing left of them, guys. They're completely torn up. These have to be replaced, so we're going to end up going with 4x4s. Probably going to take this out. My uncle built this as well. We're going to take that post out, take this out, replace all 3 of these pillars with 4x4s, and then, of course, everything was going to have to be painted and made to look nice. Of course, new siding and everything's going to make this look a whole lot better too. And the contractor said that what we're probably going to do, these are in really bad shape. He's probably just going to bust these out and put nice pressure treated wood stairs here just to make it look nice. So that's where we're at. Now, the first contractor that came out told me that I was looking at a price of about $80,000 to renovate this house. That's $80,000 on top of, even if you just call it 20 on the roof, that's $100,000, close to $10,000 for the windows. That's $110,000. And I told him I can't do that, man. I can't do that. And I broke the news to my mom. I was like, look, you know, I have things I can sell if I need to, but that's for like an emergency situation, you know. I have money that I've put back in savings and all of that good stuff, just like most of us probably do, you know, trying to be responsible. But at the end of the day, coming off of $80,000, guys, I told her, I said, I can't do it, Mom. I said, I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't. And she cried, and it broke my heart. And it got me to thinking, you know, money comes and goes. It for sure doesn't grow on trees, all right? But money does come and go. And maybe if there's ever something that I wanted to actually do to make my mom proud, to make my uncle and my grandparents proud, you know, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. I do stand to lose a lot of money if things, you know, go south. I could lose a ton of money on this. When we started this whole thing, we were not aware that there were wells that needed to be busted down and filled in, so I don't know yet what that's going to cost either. I was not aware of the $2,700 to have the electrical redone. That includes everything on the outside, the new riser, everything done properly, and a new panel and an inspection from the electric company themselves. That was not part of the deal. So we'll see. Guys, right now I'm kind of paying as I go. Currently, what I have invested is today I spent about $3,200 on fencing material at my local Menards out here. I have already paid the contractor $18,000, and that's cash money, guys. Like, that's not a check. I had to drive up to Bloomington, I think is the nearest bank, where I bank at, and I had to go up there and I had to pull out $18,000 in cash, and then I did $3,200 on a Menards credit card for the fence, and we're still looking at $2,700 for the electrical. I still owe the contractor, when he's finished with all of this, another $8,000 when he's done. And then, of course, whatever these wells cost, I got to pay separately for that. And then we start moving into oh, and I owe him $4,000 in labor for the fence as well on top of that too. So then we've got heating and air conditioning and converting all of this craziness. This is why I want to go electric. Look at this. I don't know what all this does, but these go to the heat and air unit. All right, this looks absolutely awful. That's all got to go. And then you've got these gas lines, the gas meter stuck out here. I want these gas lines gone. I want the meter gone. Obviously, they'll still have the shut off there or whatever, but I want all of this unsightliness that's going on over here. I want it gone. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is I don't know how much this is all going to cost. And right now we're just kind of a pay-as-you-go type thing. He's going to do the work. We'll agree on the price and the work to be done. I'll pay him, and then we'll come back. And ultimately, the first phase of this is an entire exterior rehab. 100%, every single bit of this exterior will be done. That's phase one, because I can't insure the property in its current condition. It's crazy, but the insurance company doesn't care about the interior. They don't care. It could be nothing but sticks on the interior, no anything on the inside at all. Insurance company doesn't care about that. All they care about is that the house looks insurable. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take care of all of this. That way I'm gonna be able to get this house on my insurance policy, and that way I know that I'm protected if something happens. My neighbors are protected. Anybody that happens to, you know, run up on the property or anything, everybody's safe. That's the most important thing. So this is phase one, and I wanted to kind of give you guys a little insight, because in the last video I told you I didn't know what I was gonna do. And I didn't know how I was gonna do it. And I'm still not 100% sure. I just don't know. Guys, this is gonna turn into a really expensive project. At the rate we're going right now, I'm gonna easily have, geez, I don't know, 36,000 maybe into the exterior alone before going inside the house. The whole interior, complete rehab, everything. And again, central heat and air needs to be replaced. Water heater needs to be replaced with electric. So it's going to be a big job, and I hope that you guys will follow along and watch these videos, because your views will help me ultimately be able to pay to get this house brought back. I mean, basically from the grave. You know, my grandparents have been gone for a long time. My uncle's been gone for about 2.5 years now, and I know that you know, they're not here anymore. I'm not dumb. They're not here with us anymore, but somehow I just hope that maybe wherever they are, you know, they're able to just look at this old house and say, man, he's done us proud. I know they wouldn't want me to go into financial debt or turmoil, and I'm gonna do my best not to. But at the same time, this is an important part of my family's history, and I'd like to try my best to preserve it. When we're finished, don't worry, I will be sure to come back. We're gonna film the exterior completed, and I'll be able to give you a total breakdown of what it cost me to have the exterior of this house rebuilt. And then we're gonna move on to the interior. And we're gonna do an entire series on this, guys, and hopefully when it's all done, this house looks great again, and hopefully it's a little more structurally stable and sound. It's really, the bones of the house are not bad. The bones are really good. It's everything else that has been hodgepodge together over all of these years. It's time to do it all right, and that means paying up the big bucks. Drop your comments below and tell me what you think. What would you do if you were in my situation? Honestly, I still don't know for a fact that I'm making the right choice. I just know that in my heart, it feels like the right thing to do. I just hope that financially we'll be able to get through this. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.